Okay, so he cut out all his late night snacking. Nothing after 7 p.m., no exceptions, for like 2 months straight. Same food, same portions, just earlier. And he actually lost weight. No other changes. So was it really just the timing? Kind of. But also, honestly, not really. Stick with me, because this one's genuinely more interesting than "don't eat late bad." Here's the thing everyone says: eat late, gain weight. Simple as that. And look, there's actually some real science behind why people believe this. But the way most people explain it is low-key, missing the whole point. So your body runs on this internal clock, right? Your circadian rhythm. It's the same system that tells you when to sleep and when to wake up. And it turns out, that clock doesn't just handle sleep. It's quietly involved in how your body handles food, too. Researchers at Northwestern actually found the mechanism behind this. It comes down to how your fat cells release energy as heat, and that process works differently depending on the time of day. Daytime, your body's kind of optimized to burn that energy off. Nighttime, less so. Not gonna lie, this one surprised me because I always figured it was just your metabolism slows down at night. Full stop. Turns out it's way more specific than that. If you're into this kind of thing, subscribing genuinely helps. We go through stuff like this constantly. Now, if you're picturing your metabolism basically shutting off the second the sun goes down, that's not quite right either. Metabolism doesn't just stop at night. What actually changes is more subtle and honestly kind of sneaky. Here's the wild part. At night, your body's insulin sensitivity drops. That means your body's less efficient at processing sugar from food compared to earlier in the day. One study found that people who ate later in the day had increased hunger, lower metabolism, and physiological changes to their fat tissue, all from the same food, just eaten at a different time. And it's not just about that one meal either. Late eating has actually been linked to higher cardiometabolic risk overall. And, here's the part that gets people, it's linked to worse outcomes when someone's trying to lose weight, even when the total calories eaten were the same. But, and this is the part that actually matters, researchers keep saying the same thing over and over. What you eat matters way more than when you eat it. Late eating alone, without eating more calories overall, doesn't automatically make you gain weight. The real problem is what usually comes along with late eating: poor sleep. Worse food choices. Because let's be honest, nobody's reaching for a salad at midnight. Screens delaying that "okay, I'm full" signal your brain's supposed to send you. It's less "the clock struck 9 p.m. and now food is dangerous," and more "eating late tends to come packaged with a bunch of other stuff that actually causes the weight gain." So what do you actually do with this? You don't need to panic if you eat dinner at 8. One late meal isn't the enemy. But if it's becoming a pattern, heavy meals right before bed, regularly, night after night, that's worth paying attention to. Dietitians generally suggest giving yourself 2 to 3 hours between eating and lying down, mostly because it helps digestion and doesn't mess with your sleep, which, by the way, is its own whole factor in weight gain that has nothing to do with the clock on your wall. So back to him. Cutting out the late snacking probably did help, but not because midnight is some magic cutoff. It's because eating earlier usually means better food choices, less mindless snacking, and better sleep. The timing wasn't really the hero of that story. It was everything that came along with it. This video's based on researched medical information, and it's for educational purposes only. Always talk to a doctor about your own health.